Om Sri Sai Ram. My humble pranams to the lotus feet of our Swami. Today being Rama Navami, an auspicious day, we Spiritual Discourses channel celebrate the birthday of Ayodhya Vasi in the presence of our Hridaya Vasi, our Sai Rama. Some extracts are compiled from Swami's discourses. Om Sai Ramaya Vitmahe Atma Ramaya Dhimahi Dhanno Baba Prajotayat. What are the inner meanings of the name Rama? The three syllable Ra, A, and Ma indicate the three causes for human birth, namely Papamu, the sins one has committed, Tapamu, the troubles one experiences, and Ajnanamu, one's ignorance. Ra represents the root letter for Agni, fire. A represents the letter for the moon. Ma represents the root letter for the sun. What does Agni signify? It destroys everything and reduces it to ashes. The letter Ra has the power to destroy all the sins committed by man. The letter A, symbolizing the moon, has the powers of cooling the fevers man suffers from and conferring peace on him. Ma represents the sun, who dispels the darkness of the ignorance and confers illumination of wisdom. Hence, the word Rama has a right triple power of destroying sins, conferring peace, and dispelling ignorance. We must learn to chant the sweet name of Rama with a pure, unsullied heart. In a spirit of selfless devotion, in the mind of man dwell the deities representing the moon and the sun. Likewise, wholehearted chanting of the name of Lord Rama even once can destroy mountains of sins. But the chanting should not be done mechanically like playing a gramophone record. It should emanate from the depth of the heart. Remember the name of the Lord Rama with love. God can be realized only through love and by no other means. Let us now dwell upon the Ramayana. Dasharatha had three wives, Kausalya, Sumitra, and Kaikeyi. Kausalya gave birth to a female child called who was named Shanta. Dasharatha gave her to one of his friends who adopted her as his daughter. She was married to sage Rishyashringa, who conducted the Prutakameshti Yajna of Dasharatha. When oblations were offered in the sacrificial fire with the chanting of related mantras for the yajna, an effluent came out of the fire and handed over the vessel containing payasam to Dasaratha with the instruction to distribute it equally among his queens. Accordingly, Dasharatha distributed the payasam to Kausalya, Sumitra, and Kaikeyi. Kausalya and Kaikeyi took their share of payasam to their respective puja rooms. Each of them was happy, thinking that her son would be the future king of Ayodhya. But Sumitra had no such claims. She was a paragon of virtues. Her name, Sumitra, itself signifies that she was a good friend to one and all. She carried her bowl of payasam to the terrace and placed it on the parapet wall while drying her hair in the sun. Suddenly, eagle swooped down and carried away the bowl. Sumitra rushed down and informed Kausalya and Kaikeyi about what had happened. Kausalya and Kaikeyi came to her rescue and shared their payasam with her. Kausalya gave half of her share to Sumitra. Kaikeyi also did the same. In due course, Kausalya gave birth to Rama, Kaikeyi to Bharata, and Sumitra to Lakshmana and Shatrugna. Kausalya and Kaikeyi had one son each, whereas Sumitra had two sons. The sons of Kausalya and Kaikeyi were happily playing in the cradle, while Sumitra's sons were crying all the time and were not taking milk. Sumitra was at a loss to know the reason for their crying. Ultimately, she went to the sage Vasishtha and told him about her predicament. Sage Vashishta closed his eyes in meditation. His yogic vision enabled him to know the truth. He said to Sumitra, as you partook of the sacred payasam given by Kausalya, you gave birth to Lakshmana, who is an Amsa of Rama. Similarly, Shatrugna is born out of the share of payasam given to you by Kegayi. So he is a part of Bharata. Put Lakshmana by the side of Rama and Shatrugna by the side of Bharata. Then they, Lakshmana and Shatrugna, stopped crying and started playing blissfully in their cradles. This was the basis of an intimate relationship between Rama and Lakshmana, Bharata and Shatrugna. Both sons of Sumitra, namely Lakshmana and Shatrugna, were always in the company of Rama and Bharata. In this manner, Dasarada's four sons grew up in an environment of love and happiness. Sumitra was very happy because she thought her son Lakshmana would serve Rama and Shatrugna would serve Bharata when they grew up. Where was Rama born? Many people have many doubts about the place of his birth. He was born in Ayodhya. Was the city of Ayodhya built by some ordinary mortal? No, no. It was built by Vishwakarma, divine architect himself. He built it in such a way that no enemy could enter it. When Rama won the hand of the Sita by stringing the bow of Shiva in the court of Janaka, his marriage with Sita was performed in Mithila amidst great rejoicing. The people of Mithila were beside themselves with joy and sang merry songs. It seemed as if the entire population of Ayodhya had come to Mithila to witness the marriage of Sita and Rama. Dasharatha, all his ministers, and all family members prominently participated in the marriage. After the marriage function, all left for Ayodhya. On the way, they heard a defending sound. When they looked around to find where the sound had come from, they were confronted with Parasurama, who looked very fierce. All of them were disturbed and began to think, what is this great impediment after the glorious celebration of the marriages? Good and bad always follow each other. After experiencing great joy in Mithila, they were confronted with difficult situation on their way to Ayodhya. Dasharatha and others became fear stricken. Parasurama came forward and asked, who broke the Shiva bow? It is I who done it, said Rama. If that is so, let us see if you can bend my bow. Saying so, Parasurama gave his bow in the hands of Rama. Rama strung and armed the bow with an arrow with the left hand. Seeing that, Parasurama offered his salutations to Rama and went his way. Experiencing the joy of victory, all of them reached Ayodhya and participated with great joy and enthusiasm in the festives had held there. The people of Ayodhya held joyous celebration. Like his mother, Sumitra, Lakshmana's wife Urmila was also a woman of great virtues. When Lakshmana went to inform her that he was accompanying Rama to the forest for 14 years, she said, it is your greatest good fortune. Consider Sita and Rama as your mother and father and serve them. In Ayodhya, you have Kausalya, Sumitra, and Kaigeyi, but in the forest, you have only one mother, and that is Sita. Forget me and serve Sita and Rama with total dedication. Lakshmana was happy to hear these words of Urmila and said to himself, what a virtuous wife I have. After the departure of Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita to the forest and the death of Dasharatha, Bharata came back to Ayodhya. When he was offered the crown of Ayodhya, he refused to accept it, saying that it was the right of only the eldest son, and hence he would go to the forest and pray Rama to come back and rule Ayodhya. When he went to the forest to appeal to Rama, Rama told him, we have to follow the command of our father. Without that, our life itself is a zero. Rama promised Bharata that he would surely return to Ayodhya after a period of 14 years of his exile. Bharata requested Rama to give his sandals, which he could place on the throne and worship him. On the return to Ayodhya, Bharata did not enter the palace. He lived in a small hut and led the life of sage, just as Rama was living in the forest. During the sojourn of Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita at Panchavati, Ravana came in the guise of a sage and abducted Sita. Rama was put to great difficulties, but he faced all difficulties smilingly. Hanuman went in search of Sita to Lanka. He could cross the ocean with the power of divine name of Rama. In fact, any difficult task can be achieved by contemplating on the name of Rama. It was with the power of Rama's name that the monkeys made the bridge over the ocean so that Rama and his army could reach Lanka. Rama had to fight with Ravana, the king of demons. In the course of battle, Lakshmana was hit by missile and became unconscious. Rama was very much distressed and he lamented, I may get a wife like Sita, but I cannot get a brother like Lakshmana. Then Hanuman brought Sushena, the medical expert of Lanka, who said there is a herb called Sanjeevani on the mountain in the Himalayan region. If you bring the herb, Lakshmana can be revived. Hanuman was sent to bring the Sanjeevani herb to revive Lakshmana. Hanuman did not know how to recognize that particular herb. Therefore, he lifted the whole mountain on which the herb existed and placed it before Rama. With the help of the herb, Lakshmana was revived. Rama hugged him and said, Lakshmana, my life is meaningless without you. You have always been with me and protected me in many ways. There is nothing more dear to me than you in this world. In fact, you are verily my life. Rama ultimately killed Ravana and rescued Sita from his prison. Meanwhile, the period of 14 years of exile of Rama was over. As the end of the 14 years drew near, Bharata could not see any signs of Rama return to Ayodhya. He got ready to give up his life by immolating himself on a pyre. As Rama had anticipated the situation, he sent Hanuman in advance to inform Bharata that he was on his way back to Ayodhya. Bharata was overjoyed on hearing this good news. All the people of Ayodhya, as also Bharata and the entire family, were eagerly awaiting the arrival of Rama in Ayodhya. When Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita alighted from the Pushpaka Vimana, Bharata and all the people of Ayodhya offered them a hearty welcome. Soon after the arrival of Rama in Ayodhya, arrangements of his Pattabhishekam were made. The people of Ayodhya were full of enthusiasm at the prospect of Rama becoming their king. The Lakshmana was overjoyed on hearing the kind words of Rama. Rama had a great love for Lakshmana more than anybody else. Similarly, Lakshmana loved Rama most dearly. He never disobeyed the command of Rama. In fact, all the brothers Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, and Shatrughna had a great love for each other. They ruled over Ayodhya with great unity. It was not Rama alone who administered the entire kingdom. All his brothers helped him in conducting the affairs of the kingdom. The Ramayana teaches us many lessons in morality and ethics. In fact, all the characters of this great epic set great ideals for humanity to follow. Sweeter than the sugar, tastier than the curd, sweeter indeed than honey is the name of Rama. Is there anything greater than Ramanama? We should understand this truth and contemplate on his name day in and day out. Great epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata teach us many moral and ethical values. Truth is the highest among these values. Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema, and Ahimsa are the five cardinal human values. One who practices these human values is a human being in the true sense of the term. One who lacks even one of these cannot be called a perfect human being. Therefore, we should develop all these five values. Jai Sai Ram.
श्रीरामचरणं 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 भजे श्रीरामचरणं 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 भजे श्रीरामचरणं भजे वैदेही रामं वैकुण्ठरामं वैदेही रामं वैकुण्ठरामं भूपालसोडामणि भूपालसोडामणि आत्माभिरामं प्रभु साई रामम् आत्माभिरामं प्रभु साई रामं श्रीरामचरणं भजे श्रीरामचरणं भजे श्रीरामचरणं 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 भजे श्रीरामचरणं 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 भजे श्रीरामचरणं भजे वैदेहीरामं वैकुण्ठरामं वैदेहीरामं वैकुण्ठरामं भूपालचूडामणि भूपालचूडामणि आत्माभिरामं प्रभु साईरामम् आत्माभिरामं प्रभु साईरामं श्रीरामचरणं भजे श्रीरामचरणं भजे श्रीरामचरणं 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 भजे श्रीरामचरणं 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 भजे।